Hey guys, what's going on? So this will be more of a chill, laid-back video without too much of a topic. Wanted to start it off by going into my Halloween event thing. I finally finished it, and I want to complain a little bit. I know they kind of apologized for how grindy it was, but even so, I mean, okay, so the clear story mode times 500. This was the main people's complaint, I would say, because, you know, when you're running on normal, you don't get as much gold or experience, and the gyms suck, whatever, right? But this wasn't a big deal for me because the jack farming was happening at that time, and running on normal mode wasn't really a big deal because ultimately you can run them faster and you'll have a higher chance of jack anyway. The main problem I had is with the clear Starstone dungeon times 300. I just finished this today, and my god, 300 times. I was actually starting to wonder if this was a typo of some sort, because 300 runs, like 30 would be acceptable to me, 30 would be no problem, 300. That took a very, very long time. Glad I'm finally finished with it. Everything else is finished. Nothing else was really a problem to me. I didn't really like the 500 normal story modes, but it really wasn't. It's just the Starstones. That was crazy. But regardless, we can get a high secret egg and a high light dark egg, which we will be opening in this video. And we're also going to be going to the Astromon League and buying all the eggs there, except for the normal one because I bought that one already. So let's see. First of all, we're going to go ahead and open some eggs. So we're going to start that off like that. Yeah, so we already bought the normal one before the update happened. That was a mistake. I forgot that it was dropping this week. But yeah, they reduced them by 100 points, so that's pretty amazing. And yeah, so oops, didn't mean to speed that up. It's gonna be a 3-star anything anyway. Okay, Shelly, okay, whatever, it's fine, it's fine. Would hope for a 4-star at one point. I don't think I've ever gotten a 4-star from one of these eggs, but that would be good. Nope, no 4-star here either. What's it gonna be? A mini cat. Alright, I heard like one of the mini cats, like maybe the fire mini cat or something, is good. Is like an upgraded version of Fire Cottony, which I raised to 5-star. So so all 3 stars, but that's kind of to be expected, to be honest. We may have more eggs to open, although I'm not sure. We have the light dark one still in the summon place. We're gonna go ahead and get to that. I think we have to grab it out of our inventory first. Yep, there it is. And also, yeah, that's so awesome. I'm kind of saving these energies now. I got these from the airship. I have 30 of them saved up now. I was using them earlier today, but since I noticed I'm at 90% to level 43, I'm going to save them until I'm like at 99% and then start using them one by one. You know how that works. Alright, but anyway, we're going to start with the normal egg, save the high egg for last. Alright, what's this going to be? Ooh, this is going to be a 4-star. Yes, boy, what's it going to be? What's it going to be? Oh, a vampire. Yes. I know there are some really good vampires. Not sure if it's the water one I wanted. No. Increases damage up by 30% and 80% chance to put target to sleep. So I'm not really interested in the water vampire, really, to be honest. But regardless, if I get another element of vampire, that would be good for fusion or for evolution later, sorry. Okay, so we're going to check out the light dark egg now. I think I've only gotten one 4-star and 1 5-star from the light dark eggs in my entire time playing. I know 5-star, like I can't really complain, right? It was the Light Valkyrie. I think that was my first natural 5-star monster. But honestly, I don't think she's all that good, to be honest. Especially, she has the critical hit damage by 50%, which I think is a pretty useless skill in my case. Because, first of all, I have just the base 20% crit rate. I'm not really going for it because she's just a balance. Maybe if she was an attacker, I would go for it. But then her 3-star skill doesn't really have anything to do with that either. It's just stun. Granted, 100% chance to stun is very good, definitely good for PvP League. But anyway, yeah, we got a vampire, that's pretty sick. And it's really so amazing. 30 Astro Gems for 80 energy, best part of the update for me, in my opinion. And also the energy pile over here got a lot better also, 10 for 20. This is still definitely a better deal. Obviously, you see the 33% bonus, but if you are like at 99% to your next level and you don't want to wait for energy to recharge, it would be a good idea just to buy these over and over until you finally do level up. Because up here at level 42, you know, don't mean to sound pretentious or anything, up there, whatever, you know, but just 1% takes a very, very long time, or a lot of energy, I should say. So anyway, I've been mostly doing story mode. Like I said, I did finish the Starstone dungeon stuff, so that's nice. But I was doing some story mode. I got some catsies here. I think I have 4 of them total now, along with a variant. Its leader skill, honestly, isn't that interesting to me since it's just for Chaos Tower and I can get through Chaos Tower just fine. Maybe if or when they increase the amount of floors that the Chaos Tower has, this might be interesting, might be important, but right now it doesn't matter to me. And is it just me, or did they upgrade the quality of the icons here? They look different. They look more, I don't know, they look better. Also, yeah, the leader skill. There's a little sort of force field shield around the actual shield. I think that's also new. Just the little changes they do, I kind of get a kick out of. And I'm not sure if it's just because I'm sitting close to a full screen monitor, but I'll probably save the Catzy review for another day, since this is just kind of a general video, just chatting and rambling and stuff. Also, I'm not sure if I shared that, but the other day I actually pulled a fire nightmare from one of the eggs I got from farming Golem. So the Golem dungeon. I don't do 10+1 pulls anymore. I just don't see the value in that anymore, especially with the reduced energy cost. Definitely not worth it for me. It wasn't even before the reduced energy cost, but now it's definitely because you can actually get high secret eggs from doing Golem, and I really hope they don't nerf that or take that away. That would really suck. But yeah, this is where I'm getting all of my units now, or just farming and story maps. Got a lot of Cosmos again. I'm not really doing Rebirth anymore since I'm not really interested in the Light Hunter. Even though he does seem really good for PvP, I think I do have a pretty solid PvP team, especially once I get my Jack O'Lantern up to level 60 and to Evo 3. I just need 2 more Gleams and then I can get him to Evo 3. So really looking forward to that as well. I got some amazing gems for him. I got very lucky in finding this one. Crit rate 6-star Gem of Ruin. The substats aren't really all that great, but I mean, I don't really care about that. HP and defense, which is good to help him survive a little bit more, and some flat HP, which is good because he won't have much more than 20k at level 60, I guess. Maybe when he gets to Evo 3. This one I'm going to swap out eventually. It's just a 4-star. I just wanted it there to complete the set. Attack. Oh, but there's 10% crit rate, so I'm not totally sure if I'm going to switch that out. And 11% resist, so the substats are actually amazing on this gem. And then over here we also have some pretty good substats, resist and crit rate. Recovery, I'm not interested in. The thing is, he's at 91% crit rate right now, and I really would like that to be 95 or 100. So I didn't know that there was 10.5% crit rate on this attack gem, so I'm not sure if I'm going to swap that out anymore. But there's really no other way to get the crit rate, so maybe I'll just have to live with 91. It's actually pretty decent. Also, the resist is kind of low, but what can you do, you know? You can't have the best of everything at once, you know? So, but the crit damage build on this guy gives him a 90% natural crit damage, and then his 5-star skill is 50% more, so 140% crit damage on his active skill. And then this one is 30% of his SP every time he crits, which is most of the time, having 91% crit damage. Anyway, sorry for rambling on there. Hermit is coming along nicely with 358 out of, I guess, 800 soul stones. I'm not sure when I'm going to summon him, since it is very expensive just to summon and then to raise and get to Evo 3 and all that. But yeah, now that most people are grinding the story mode, actually, there are a lot of dungeons. You can't see it now because I just did like 2 or 3 of them. But there are a lot of dungeons popping up now, thankfully, so Hermit should be going along a lot faster these days. But yeah, all that Starstone dungeon farming definitely was nice, though, because now I have enough Starstones for almost my next 3 6-star units, and I just got my Jack to 6-star, like, today, so I actually got tons of high Starstones. I'm not totally sure who I'm going to 6-star next. I was thinking either Nightmare or Grand Valkyrie. I would probably do Water Valkyrie next, just because she's already Evo 2. She completes my water team, you know. She has a good 5-star skill, good 3-star skill. She's mainly meant for PvP, but also I think I can take her into dungeons when she's 60. But then Nightmare has an amazing 3-star skill, which is 80% chance defense break for 2 turns, plus having the natural 5-star stats. Although I usually don't bring anyone anywhere unless they're at least Evo 2, and if they're a natural 3-star, then I would want them to be at least Evo 3 first. Jack, for example, even when he gets up to level 60, he's still going to be very fragile because I have everything in damage, attack, crit rate, and attack. So, but he can deal serious loads of damage. Hey, we have a restock on the Shady Shop. Let's check that out. Any Kira Soulstones? Nope. Also, let's go ahead and shake up these trees. I'm hoping for some energy. 10 energy, that's amazing, but They are as rare as they were before, so unless you actually get them, it doesn't change anything. But when you do get them, it's nice. Definitely nice. Because 3 energy before, it's like, who cares? It's 3 energy. What can you do with 3 energy? But 10 energy is actually a lot. Here's the new Rocky guy. Still nothing was really said about him yet. Basically, he looks like he's mainly meant for Astromon League. He's a defender. I'm not really going to go over him. Maybe I'll make a dedicated video for him, but since there's only one type of him right now, just the light type, I think I'm going to wait until there are all of his types, because that would be kind of boring and short to just go over one element of the unit. So yeah, basically my plans for the next couple of weeks is farming story mode mainly, getting my Jack up to 60, and then raising my next to 60. Like I said, it probably will be Water Valkyrie, although I think I will need more water stones. I don't really keep track of when the dungeons open. I just kind of check every day. I don't really plan in the future, so maybe Water Dungeon was yesterday. Yeah, I think it was yesterday. But anyway, about the Katsi event, so the capture event, honestly, I'm not too enthused about it. Like, definitely not as much as I was with Jack, just because I don't really see too much potential in the Katsis. I know that the light and dark ones definitely are decent. It's just, you know, with Hunter being the rebirth unit and him being single target active, as well as Katsi being a single target active, I don't really, I don't know, I'm not really excited to raise them, I guess. I'm still going to be farming story mode, and if you didn't get your hands on a light Jack, the dark Katsi is basically the dark version of him, so same skills, he's an attacker. He's actually a little bit better, or he has more damage potential than light Jack, at least as a single target. Firstly, because he's a dark unit, and will have natural, ooh, I got dragon sigils, and will have natural 100% crit damage, along with the fact he has a single target active skill, which is obviously going to be dealing more damage than an area of effect one. So yeah, maybe once I raise Jack up to level 60, I'll go ahead and go do golems or go do starstones or something, depending. I mean, I'll look more into the Katsis, I guess. I've been calling them Katsis this whole time, but they're actually whatever, Gatitos, I think. It's actually their fault, because they first called them Katsis, and it was Katsis for longer than it was Gatito, as I'm recording right now. And actually they should have kept the name, because they're like cats, right? Katsi, like, why not just keep the name? What the hell is a Gatito? Mogatito. That should be my new, no, fuck off. But yeah, I guess that's all I really wanted to talk about in this video. Sorry, I mean, I know it was just kind of a, hey, amigo. I know it was kind of just like a rambling sort of video, but I don't know. I just wanted to talk about the update, talk about the little things, random things, open up some eggs and all that. Let's see if we can capture this. Yes, we could. Nice. Alright, but yeah, I guess that will do it for today. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy. Drop down a comment if you have any suggestions, questions, or just want to say something. It's all good. It's all good. Thanks, as always, for watching. And until next time. Scuhbus.